And back with more Spirit of Justice. Case 6-5 is taking even more turns and more turns. It has been revealed that Dirk Sadmati had been dead for days, shot by Minister Inga before all this even came about. So now Apollo has to just see it through to its conclusion and what it entails. So more testimony from Queen Amara. So let's go. Also, I don't think it'll come up, but I have my air conditioner on. It's starting to get a lot warmer now. Even in March, it's going to hit the 60s and 70s. So I'm turning my air conditioner on to have fun and not sweat so much in my building. So you might hear it if it gets quiet, but I think it should be fine. Well done, lawyer. You have painted me a killer with nothing but your silver tongue. However, you have no evidence proving your distasteful theory. Furthermore, Dirk could have committed the crime while being channeled by Miss Fey. Let us end this charade. For the eternal glory of Karain and its people. My god, that freaking tiger! Do you understand now, you putrid pepper? There is no point in defending Dirk any longer. It has been all in vain. Let go and move on, right? Well, not today. Your theories are but a pillar of salt that crumbles at the slightest breeze. But no more. This ends here and now. The defense may proceed with its cross-examination. Press second statement. Okay, press the second statement.
Hold it!
I admit I don't have any solid evidence yet. But you're the only one who could have committed the crime. What on earth do you mean? Including Miss Fey, there are only 3 spirit mediums in Kurai. Furthermore, when the crime scene was first discovered, Queen Garan was with me and Mr. Wright, while Miss Fey was tied up in the tomb. That means that the Dirk we saw after the minister's murder could only have been channeled by you. Insolent lawyer. Duh! Forgive us, your mercifulness. Really, your majesty?
Objection!
But have you considered the following defense? What if there was, unbeknownst to us, another spirit medium in Kurai?
Objection!
Oh, come on! What are the chances? You lack the evidence to support your claim that Queen Amara is the killer, which is why you have had to use the process of elimination to zero in on her. It therefore stands to reason that you would have to rule out all of the possibilities as well. Well, can you eliminate the possibility of another spirit medium? Of course I can't. Under the circumstances, Apollo, there are 2 ways to establish Amara's guilt. We either prove she killed Inga, or prove she was in the tomb. Which one can I actually prove? Alright. Prove she was in the tomb. I can prove that Queen Amara was in the tomb when the murder occurred. It seems you are ever bent on painting me as the killer. Well, if the shoe fits. Very well. Let us see some evidence which proves I was at the scene of the crime. You do have some, do you not?
Objection!
Queen Amara. Does this pendant look familiar to you? Why, that is... We found it in the tomb. It has the minister's blood on it. Which means it was probably dropped during the course of the crime. And I fail to see how it's relevant to our argument. Do they not belong to the accused? That's what I thought, too. After all, Dirk has said it himself. He said that? But it was a lie. Because I believe he was covering for someone. Covering? How and for who? There's a certain piece of evidence that shows the pendant isn't Dirk's. Okay, so Dirk's corpse photo.
Take that!
That's a photo of the accused's body, is it not? It is. I'd like to call your attention to a certain spot. This right here proves that the pendant found in the tomb wasn't Dirk's.
Take that!
You will notice an object near Dirk's left arm. It's an identical pendant, except it's blue. Oh, now that you mention it. Don't you find it a little strange? Why would he own two of them, but in different colors? Here's what I think. The pendants were meant to go together as a pair. A pair? If the blue pendant was Dirk's, then what about this pink one with Minister Inga's blood on it? Who do you suppose it belongs to?
Objection!
Uh-oh. Sorry to disappoint, but no fingerprints were found on the pink pendant. Therefore, we have no way of knowing to whom it belongs.
Objection!
Ah, but that's where you're wrong, prosecutor. I'm guessing you didn't know that this pendant is actually a locket. Come again? No, this is where it gets interesting. When we open this locket up, we found a faint fingerprint inside, on the back of the lid to be exact. What? No. So now the question is, to whom does this fingerprint belong? Queen Amara! It belongs to you, doesn't it? Seems I've truly rendered the witness speechless this time around. This cannot be. Mother, tell me it does not belong to you. No, Yuda, Think about it, Queen Amara. Dirk must have realized that you were channeling his spirit, and he had probably figured out who the minister's killer was. And yet, he still claimed that the pink pendant belonged to him. But why would he do such a thing? You really don't know? He was protecting you. Because he loved you. He loved you until his very last breath, and beyond. Dirk knew everything. Even that he was being used. But he kept quiet. All for your sake. Dirk? Why do you always... Well, Queen Amara? Dirk, the one whose love for you never wavered all these years. Are you gonna betray him now? Dirk, Whoa! What the? This cannot be. I refuse to accept it. Queen Amara, you ready to confess your crime? I can deny it no longer. The truth is, it was I, Amara Sigatar Kurain, who slew Minister Inga. It's preposterous! Why? This is beyond belief. Mother, why would you... Forgive me, Nayuda. I never wished to cause you such sorrow. But I had no choice. It was the only way. The only way. So in the end, Queen Amara and Durk sought Mari. I suppose this means that they were unable to reconcile why I was still alive. I don't think the state of the kingdom or the instances of the past would have allowed that. They were prisoners of their shared history, so to speak. Queen Amara, there's something I need to know. You staged a near-perfect crime. So why'd you bring this pendant into the tomb with you? Should have known it would come back to haunt you. I do not really understand it myself. I had nearly been assassinated by my own husband, yet I could not bear any hatred towards him. I was unable to discard this, or part with it even a short time. As with Dirk, I have never stopped loving my husband for the past 23 years. Mother. So she really believes it? That Dirk tried to assassinate her? Your Majesty, is it not time? Time to declare Dirk innocent. I would ask that you do this for my beloved, who now dwells in the Twilight Realm. Very well, then. Your Eminence, Prosecutor Sadmadi, if you have no further objections. This cannot be. My mother. I have no objections. Dirk, I did it. I finally did it. I proved your innocence. But... Very well, then. Being that Queen Amara yet lives, we can no longer charge the accused with an assassination that never came to fruition. As for the murder of Minister Inga, the truth has been laid bare for all to see. Therefore, I will pass judgment upon the accused, Mr. Dirk Sadmati. What the... Your benevolence? I cannot accept this. Is something the matter, your benevolence? Queen Amara is lying. It makes no sense. Queen Amara would not have killed my father. What's with her all of a sudden? Is this some sort of lingering affection towards Nana? Rafa. Speak the truth, Queen Amara. Did you really kill my mother? My father? Damn it. I ruined that line so hard. Yes, there's no mistake. She has confessed to the crime, hereby clearing the accused of all suspicion. As such, I see no need to continue these proceedings. Barbed head! Hornhead! Are you going to let it stand? Dirk's been proven innocent. He's about to be declared not guilty. But something doesn't feel right. Apollo, if you have any doubts, now is the time to raise them. After all, the courtroom is a place for finding the whole truth. But it's all up to you. There are definitely some things that don't quite add up. Does this mean the whole truth hasn't been brought to light yet? Should I push to continue? Your Majesty, I have a feeling we haven't discovered the whole truth. And the only way we'll ever find this is if we can continue the trial. Hornhead! Very well then. Will the defense please tell us this? What important fact about this case have not come to light? The motive. Queen Amara. There's something I still don't understand. What was your motive for killing Justice Minister Inga? That is a fair question, and one that I shall now answer. It was for the future of this kingdom that I slew Inga Krakul Kurai. To avert further tragedy, his death was an unfortunate necessity. Further tragedy? Over the past several years, Minister Inga has been rapidly expanding his power. He had established the secret police, and was relentless in his pursuit of the insurgents. He even had an overwhelming support of the people, but he was still not satisfied. Hungry for more power, he began planning a coup d'etat. In his plot involving the Founder's Orb, which led to Maifei's abduction? Yes. Minister Inga planned to use the orb to gain access to great spiritual power, after which he would assassinate Quran and usurp the throne. His machinations were reminiscent of that terrible tragedy over 23 years ago. And as one affected by that incident, Amara vowed to never allow a repeat of such events. Yes, and the Holy Mother delivered unto me the perfect opportunity to fulfill my vow. Security amid the courtyard was rather light due to the rite of channeling, and Inga had barricaded himself in the tomb with his hostage, away from prying eyes. I knew I would never again have such a perfect opportunity, so... At 2 p.m., during the rite of channeling, I slipped into the tomb and slew the minister. My bracelet. Apollo. Yup. Seems this trial's far from over. Left hand's middle finger. Okay. Queen Amara, I believe you're still hiding something. But if you want to keep playing this game of hide and seek, then let's start with that last statement you made. If I must. Okay, at 2 p.m., or left hand's middle finger. Okay.
Gotcha!
Yeah, it was just a very small... It was a very, very small twitch. Queen Amara. You're not very comfortable talking about the 2 o'clock rite of channeling, are you? I could tell, because the finger on your left hand almost twitched almost imperceptibly while you did. Oh? And that pose you make. Is there something about your chest that makes you nervous? Whatever do you mean? Murder occurred at 2. I'm pretty positive Amara was in the tomb. So then why is she so self-conscious about her chest when she's talking about the rite? The rite of channeling. Didn't Albie snap a picture of it? Queen Amara, I have here a picture of the rite of channeling. It was secretly taken by a certain individual.
Objection!
Uh-oh. Such insolence! I would have the perpetrator's name at once. Sorry. No can do. You see, I just happened to find it on the ground, so... Do you take me for a fool? How about we discuss the photo's origin a little later, because right now... there's something much more pressing at hand. I believe this photo merits further examination. I just wish there was more to see in the darkness and more darkness. I might be able to make out a few more details with some image adjustments. Let's ask Emma if she can help. Bailiff, please summon Detective Sky to the Hall of Justice. Here you are. I was able to obtain a much clearer image by raising the brightness. What is that right there? An injury? Wait. I think that's a burn scar. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We've got this. Wait a second. Your Eminence. You don't have a burn scar like that on your chest. Uh-oh. What's going on here? If the person in this photo isn't Queen Garan, then...
Take that!
Queen Amara, the person in this photo isn't Queen Garan. It's you posing as her, isn't it? The two of you look quite similar, but that's no surprise considering you're sisters. Even the shape and position of your facial tattoos are almost exactly the same. And you're both capable of channeling spirits. Therefore, it would have been easy for you to impersonate Queen Garan. Uh-oh. Queen Amara, you have a burn scar on your chest, don't you? Please remove your round mandala so that we can see what's behind it for ourselves. Whoa! Oh! Look! It's the exact same burn as the one on the photo! I don't understand. I knew it. So the person in the photo really is... It's Queen Amara! This is absurd! Are you suggesting they switched places? Amara's confession earlier was also false? Mother! What is the meaning of this? Don't you see? This changes everything! We know for a fact that this photo was taken at 2. The exact same time the murder took place. That would mean Queen Amara couldn't have possibly committed the crime. Exactly. She now has an ironclad alibi. So Minister Inga's killer couldn't have been Queen Amara. I am afraid I no longer follow defense. Was it not Queen Amara who channeled the minister and accused to stage the crime? That fact's not changed. We have evidence placing her at the scene of the crime. And Dirk could have only been there in the tomb if she was channeling him. Which means... while Queen Amara did use spirit channeling to stage the crime, she didn't kill Minister Inga. Her real killer was someone else. Polkunka! What's going on here? Was her mercifulness covering for someone? If Queen Amara is not the killer, then who is? Isn't it obvious? Why was this rite held in the first place if Queen Garan wasn't going to perform it? Who was behind the two sisters switching places and for what reason? The answers to these questions, along with the establishment of Queen Amara's alibi, obliterate a certain person's alibi.
Take that!
Or is this some kind of joke? No, Your Majesty. I could never joke about something so grave. The only one who seems to have a perfect alibi at the time of the murder was Her Eminence, Garan Sigatar Karain. Queen Amara, didn't your sister Queen Garan ask you to pose as her and perform the rite of channeling? And didn't she also have you drive Dirk's spirit from Miss Faye's body? And then stage the crime to make it look like he was the minister's killer? And at 2 p.m. while you're performing the rite of channeling as Queen Garan, didn't she kill Minister Ingo while disguised as Dirk? Well, your mercifulness? It's no use trying to hide it any longer. You need to tell us the truth now! Mother. Oh, she's fidgeting. Justice Minister Inga's true killer is... Oh! Oh my... Mother! No! I really did it! Your Eminence, my life is yours! Isn't he one of Garon's royal guards? Queen Amara! Bailiff, arrest that guardsman! Mother! Garon couldn't have. Could she? Someone call for an ambulance, quickly! Holy shit. This bitch! A couple more to go. See you next time.